This is the Steve Spagnuolo Show, exclusively on 101 ESPN.
Welcome back to Rams Park. We're joined now by the head coach of the St. Louis Rams, Steve Spagnuolo. And Steve, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it.
And I'll start how you started today. You're not delusional. Nobody out here is delusional.
No.
Nothing's changed. You won a ball game. You're happy about that, but it's business as usual here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you've heard me say it for weeks. It was coming off of losses, but it doesn't change when you come off a win. By the time you put it to rest on Monday, it's time to go on to the next challenge. Now, this week's a little different because we don't have a game, but there's still a lot of work to do. We've got some things we've got to get ironed out, and I think the players realize that we need to still improve on a lot of things, and then next week get ready for New Orleans.
But it did mean something to you to be presented with the game ball in the locker room after
Yeah, that was very special. I'll never forget that, and very much appreciate the guys doing that.
So what you did picture an NFL victory as a head coach, how did the picture compare to the reality?
I'll tell you what, Brian, you know me, I never get too far ahead of myself. I don't know that I didn't really ever envision it. It wasn't that I ever didn't plan on it because I knew we'd win eventually, but it was more on winning the game, and I hadn't thought that. I probably should have, but I hadn't thought that far ahead. But things just kind of come naturally. I just know that, or I just felt like and hoped and prayed that those guys would be rewarded, sooner rather than later for all the work they had put in, and it was good to get that feeling Sunday.
You've seen your offensive line come together a little bit in the last 3 or 4 weeks because Jim Thomas and I were talking about this before the game, and I thought it continued yesterday, and I think it's notable that it wasn't the usual 5 starters across the board. I mean, you got it done when you had to juggle the lineup a little bit.
No, and I tell you what, that's a credit to coaching. Art and Steve Loney do a great job with those guys, and it's not easy to shuffle guys, certainly not in the middle of a game, which did happen yesterday, and it's just as tough when you do it in the middle of the week. And we made a change during the week because Richie got hurt, but Adam and Jason worked well together over on that side, and Alex and Jacob did a nice job until Jacob got hurt, and then Mark went in there, Mark Setterstrom, and they didn't skip a beat. So that's a unit working together. It's players, it's coaches, and Steven is running the ball hard, and along with the fullbacks and the tight ends, our running game did a pretty good job yesterday.
Steve, we caught up with a guy in St. Louis who's won a few games himself, and he wanted to offer this message to you.
Hi, this is Tony LaRussa with the St. Louis Cardinals, congratulating Coach Spags and the squad with their first win. And it's the first of many, I'm sure, because we're all excited as Rams fans that a lot of good things are happening, a lot of things being done right. And when you do things right, you compete well and you end up winning. So nice going and keep it up.
Tony LaRussa weighing in.
That's great. I got a text from Tony. It must have been yesterday right after the game, but I got a lot of respect for Coach LaRussa. He's a class guy, and he won a lot of games. I don't care what sport it is.
A lot of games.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. I love visiting with him.
There's an intensity about Tony LaRussa that very few baseball. He really, and I liken it to really a football type mentality and intensity that you don't always see in baseball, but he's got that.
He's welcome to join our staff anytime.
What position would you have him coach?
All of them. All of them. Probably be an O-line coach, huh? The intense guy. But you have to love that about Tony. And really, he's probably different than most other baseball coaches, but it's probably one of the greatest reasons why he's won as many games as he has. I mean, any competition, any athletic sport's got to take some intensity. Mm-hmm. And I know that his players play like that, and that's a credit to him.
Have you gotten through all your texts?
I have not returned them all. I have not, and that's kind of nice. I'll try to do that tonight, but it's good to see the text, whatever you call that.
The inbox.
Text message all filled up. Yeah, the inbox. Nice to have it filled.
I wouldn't know. Look at my
phone.
Got, this is about the original.
Nobody sends you anything.
There is no text. I get no text.
Did you get that from Captain Kirk or Spock? What is that?
Yeah, I wish somebody would beam you up. Kidding. I couldn't resist.
Good one, Steve.
You lobbed it up.
I just send the fastball down.
You lobbed it up.
Do.
Okay. Yeah. This afternoon, you talked about, somebody asked you, you're halfway through, and it's a process where you say you're learning on the job every day. Are you a smarter head coach than you were on September 1st?
I hope so. I mean, all the experience, anything we do. I mean, in the radio business, I'm sure it was the same for you guys. But I'm sure things are going to pop up here in the next few games in the second half that we weren't prepared for, and hopefully, we react the right way. I just think if the guys, we all stick together keep doing what we've been doing. Don't stray too far. Believe in it. I think we'll be okay. We'll weather any of those other storms. There's going to be more storms.
Sure
coming.
there are.
I mean, one win doesn't solve everything, and we get back to work. We're going to work a couple days this week, and then certainly next week we'll start getting ready to try to win another game.
Steve, thanks for the visit, and again, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Looking for more of those in the second half. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, you and me both.
Okay. Thanks, Steve.